Good afternoon, all. Secretary, please confirm whether quorum for this meeting is in place.
Confirm, Mr. Chairman, by virtue of the numbers that have joined virtually, we have a quorum to start the meeting. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Company Secretary. The meeting having been duly convened and constituted is hereby declared open. On this side of the meeting, they usually call it the high table, but this is the servants of the shareholders. In accordance with Section 265, subsection 1 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act, CAMA 2020, as amended by the Business Facilitation Miscellaneous Provisions Act of 2022, which permits public companies to hold general meetings electronically and virtually. I welcome all of you to the 49th Annual General Meeting AGM of Champion Breweries Limited. Sorry, PLC, Champion Breweries PLC. I called on the registrars to quickly confirm the number of proxy forms received for this meeting.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, esteemed directors, regulatory bodies, and distinguished shareholders. My name is Frank Ofebo, and I represent Africa Prudential PLC, the registrar to Champions Breweries PLC. We confirm that at the start of this meeting, we have a total of 131 shareholders by proxy holding 7,728,304,513 units of shares, representing 86.37% of the company's issued share capital. With this, we confirm the quorum has been formed. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, registrars. This annual general meeting is a unique one, being duly streamed online in accordance with the realities of today's business environment and in compliance with applicable legal provisions. I would like to take this opportunity to sincerely thank our esteemed shareholders, members of the board, our registrars and advisors for their continued support and for joining us virtually today. As we proceed, I kindly request that every participant who is invited to speak or second a motion does so clearly and audibly using their microphone to ensure seamless communication and proper record keeping. Let me at this point introduce to you members of the board of directors of your company, starting from the last person on my right, Mr. Thompson Onwoka, Alhaji Shoaibu Otan, Ms. Rashid Adebi, Dr. Inalegu Adoga. Good morning. Then from my left, Mr. Ni Alabi, Samson Agbedo, and Mr. Eric Idiahi. And of course, our indefatigable company secretary, Chief Tosan Aigboni. My name is Imaba Sicheko. I'm your chief servant. Let me also introduce to you of the members of directors of the company present at this meeting that are doing so virtually. I hope there's a screen.
Yes.
Okay. In no particular order, but let me introduce Mrs. Mary Atuyanta Akpobeme. Dr. Oladere Ajayi, Mr. David Butler, and Dr. Mrs. Jane Thompson Shoboike. Also virtually present at this meeting are our shareholders, members of the audit committee, namely Mr. Olayemi Olatunde, Mr. Adebayo Abayomi. Also, our external auditors are present and represented by Mrs. Ngozi Emeka Eze, a partner, and Mrs. Funke Okpa Wale, a senior manager, both of whom are from Deloitte Touche, and they're joining us virtually. They are our external auditors. I also acknowledge our regulators as follows. Amina Tanko from the Securities and Exchange Commission. MS Oniye Oyeka of Nigerian Stock Exchange. And Mr. Frank Afebu, representing our registrars, Africa Prudential Registrars Limited. Well, I had already introduced myself and the company secretary, but let me finally acknowledge and recognize all our shareholders who are participating virtually in this meeting. I thank you for your participation. Before I call upon the secretary to read the notice convening the meeting, may I announce that in accordance with section 301, subsection 8 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act, Cap C20, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2020, the register of directors' holdings will be available for inspection by request to the company secretary. Similarly, in accordance with section 284, subsection 2 of the same act, the record of directors' attendance at board meetings during the year is available for inspection. Also available for inspection is the record of members' attendance at audit committee meetings during the year. I now call upon the secretary to read the notice convening this meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, Board of Directors. Good morning, esteemed shareholders of Champion Breweries PLC, joining us virtually, globally. Good morning, regulators, and welcome all. Notice is hereby given that the 49th Annual General Meeting of Champion Breweries PLC will be held via an online link as pasted in the notice, which precisely is https://championbreweries.com/investorsrelations/AGM at 12 noon to A, ordinary business. Lay before members the audited financial statement for the year ended December 31st, 2024, and the directors' report, auditors, and audit committee reports thereof. 2, to declare a dividend. 3, to elect/re-elect as may be applicable, to elect/re-elect directors as may be applicable. 4, to authorize the directors to fix the reps. 2, to consider and if thought fit, pass the following resolution as an ordinary resolution of the company, that a general mandate be and is hereby given to the company to enter recurrent transactions with related parties for the company's day-to-day operations, including the procurement of goods and services on a normal commercial terms. Notes underneath the notice are as follows. 1, proxies. 2, voting by interested persons. 3, nomination of members of the audit committee. 4, closure of registrars. 5, right to ask questions. 6, electronic version of the annual report of the annual report and accounts. 7, live streaming of the AGM. Dated 24 April 2025 by order of the board. Chief Tosam Atley Iboni. Thank you.
Thank you, distinguished Company Secretary. Item number 1 on the agenda is to receive and consider the financial statements for the year ended December 31st, 2024, the directors, auditors, and audit committees report thereon. I now call upon Mrs. Ngozi Emeka Eze of Deloitte Touche to read the auditor's report to us.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, Board of Directors, and shareholders, and all that is in this meeting. My name is Ngozi Emeka Eze, the engagement partner for the audit, which we perform for Champion Breweries PLC. So if you permit me, the report is a 4-page report. If I may just read the first 2 paragraphs on page 42, and then the last paragraph on page 44. Thank you. Independent Auditor's Report to the shareholders of Champion Breweries PLC. Report on the audit of the financial statements. Opinion. We have audited the financial statements of Champion Breweries PLC, the company, set out on pages 49 to 93, which comprise the statements of financial position as at 31st December 2024, the statements of profit or loss, statements of other comprehensive income, statements of changes in equity, and statement of cash flows for the year then ended, and the notes to the financial statements, including a summary of material accounting policy. In our opinion, the financial statements give a true and fair view of the financial position of Champion Breweries PLC as at 31st December ended in accordance with IFRS accounting standards as issued by the International Accounting Standards Board, the requirements of the Companies and Allied Matters Act, and Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria Amendment Act 2023. I'm on the last paragraph on page 45. Report on other legal and regulatory requirements. In accordance with the requirements of the 5th schedule of the Companies and Allied Matters Act, we expressly state that 1, we have obtained all the information and explanation, which to the best of our knowledge and belief were necessary for the purpose of our audit. 2, the company has kept proper books of account so far as appears from our examination of those books. 3, the company's financial position and its statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income are in agreement with the books of account and returns. In accordance with the requirements of the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria, we performed the limited assurance engagement and reported on management's assessment of entities' internal control over financial reporting as at 31st December 2024. The work performed was done in accordance with FRC's Guidance on Assurance Engagement Report on internal control over financial reporting, and we have issued an assurance report with no exception in our report dated 28 February 2025. The report is included on pages 46 to 48 of the financial statements. Signed by myself, Ngozi Emeka Eze, for Deloitte and Touche. Thank you.
Thank you, Deloitte. The report of the audit committee has been circulated along with the notice of this meeting. I called upon the chairman of the committee to read to us the report. The chairman is attending virtually. So we are joining the Lagos Center for that report to be presented. Can we have him on stream? Lagos, 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 Lagos. Chairman of Audit Committee, are you hearing us? We're waiting. Resolve this glitch.
Now waiting for them.
Important, we take that report. We seek alternative.
Can you put down speaker on microphone so that they can? No, if it sticks, we hear from you. If they don't have audio, we don't hear anything. If you unmute them, mute themselves.
Member of the Statutory Committee of Champion Breweries PLC. I want to read this report. The report is found on page 40.
Yeah.
The report is found on page 40 on the other report, and I will read Audit Committee's report for the year ended 31st December 2024 to the members of Champion Breweries PLC. In accordance with Section 404 Cap 7 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act, 2020, we have reviewed the financial statements of the company for the year ended 31st December 2024 and hereby report as follows. A, the scope and planning of internal audits for the year ended 31st December 2024 are satisfactory. The internal audit programs, they enforced the company's internal control system. B, the scope and planning of statutory independent audit for the year ended 31st December 2024 are satisfactory. C, having reviewed the independent auditors' management letters on accounting procedures and internal controls, we are satisfied with management's responses thereon. And D, the accounting and reporting policies.
Okay.
Of the accounting and reporting policy for the year ended 31st December 2024 are in accordance with IFRS accounting standards and applicable regulatory requirements. The independent auditors confirmed that the scope of their work was not restricted in any way. This report was signed by the chairman of the committee, Mr. Thompson Owoka, on 28th February 2025, and the members of the statutory committee are as follows. Mr. Thompson Owoka, chairman, director. Mr. Ehimare Idiahi, member and also a director. Mr. Olayemi Olatunde, member and shareholder representative. And my humble self, Mr. Adebayo O. Abayomi, member and shareholders representative. Thank you very much.
Unmute the whole.
Thank you,
Unmute.
distinguished
Unmute.
Chairman of the Audit Board.
Are you okay now?
Shareholders Committee. In accordance with section 308 subsection
from your email.
Let me give you
of the
the
Companies and Allied Matters Act, Cap C 20, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria.
Let me try to say.
Hereby lay
Is he not sorted?
the financial statements for the year ended December 31st.
Is the only one? We have additional shares that we need to give them to
on the financial statements and the reports. Thereof. Our scorecard for the year is strong or shows strong performance. I don't intend to bore you with details of this because I have clearly spoken to our shareholders through my statement, which can be found on page 12 to 14 of the annual report. But I'd like to signpost that your company has made a very strong historic performance in the year 2024. We've exceeded our past performances. So it's a privilege to be part of this movement, be part of this company, and witness this moment in history. If you look at my review of our performance for the year 2024, you will notice that our gross profit rose by 72%. And this is happening at a time, in an industry that is very challenged by severe economic fundamentals. But through the dint of hard work, board management and God has graced us to witness this phenomenal growth. The operating profit surged by 289% to 2.3 billion. So you can take time to read the performance for the year 2024. And we have that in place. We focusing on sustainability, so that we product innovation, capture new market needs and opportunities. We are committed to the biggest priorities with discipline, agility, and track record, creating long-term value for our shareholders. You are aware that we're going to the market, giving us approvals in the last region. All efforts are geared up to ensure a seamless and very successful outing in the market to raise the needed capital to invest in capex that will guarantee future growth and sustainability. The board and management have worked very hard, along with the regulators, to make sure that our outing in the capital market will yield the intended result. And what is even more gladdening is that 2024 performance has given us every reason to excite the market. The market sentiment is on our side as we witness the growth in our share price. The nominal reports are all over the place by commentators well. In conclusion, on behalf of the board of directors, I extend our deepest appreciation to the management and employees of Champion Brews PLC for their unwavering dedication, resilience, and commitment to excellence. Your collective efforts have been instrumental in navigating the challenges of 2024 and laying a firm foundation for the brighter future that lies ahead. To our valued shareholders, I thank you for your steadfast trust, belief in our vision and support for our transformation journey. I really, really want to appreciate those shareholders who have been with us from the very beginning. They have waited, but thank God your waiting was not in vain, because this year marks a turning point, as you will see as we proceed, that you have reason to thank God for waiting. Your confidence continues to inspire us to aim higher and deliver enduring value to our loyal customers, regulatory authorities, business partners, and those communities. We are profoundly grateful for their partnership, cooperation, and belief in our mission. Your continued engagement and encouragement are vital to our progress and growth. Together, we will forge ahead, building stronger, more resilient, and more competitive champion breweries PLC, one that is fully positioned to deliver sustainable success and shared prosperity in the years to come. Thank you, and God bless. Now, I'd like to find out if there are any questions or comments that members may wish to ask or make all my statement, greater support, financial statements, and general activities of the company. He or any director or official delegated by him should deal with this point of this. Then at the appropriate time, I will proceed to the next item. The floor is open now. Camera, please switch to Lagos Center and any other virtual place which are Lagos. Person joining virtually can participate in this session. Any comments? Is the camera alive? Spotlights, yeah. Online, spotlight, Lagos, spotlights.
Up on the front.
Morning, Grace. Is Morning, Grace hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you, Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I'm hearing you. Hello, Mr. Chairman.
Your time starts now.
Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear.
Very good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, and the other directors of this great company, Champion Brewery PLC, very distinguished shareholder in Lagos and other places in New York, all over Nigeria watching us live. I bring one greeting to each and every one of us. Mr. Chairman, if you are hearing me clear, I think this year is a year of celebration for Champion Brewery PLC. For this superlative performance, I want to give you accolade, kudos to the board and the management and the entire workforce of this great company. Champion have indeed come out of the wood completely. With this result, things are looking up in a greater way for rewarding investors. Mr. Chairman, last year you gave us bonus. You gave us bonus. This year, in this profit, you have proposed 6 kobo to be paid today. I think this is commendable and wonderful. That means a shareholder of this company are in for greater things to begin to happen on shareholders. Our years of wasted is over. By this result, we are going forward, not looking backward. Mr. Chairman, if you look at financial highlight on page 9, that gives an impetus what this company have been able to achieve from 12.704 billion in 2023. In this 2024, we are talking about a revenue of 20.890 billion. Mr. Chairman, this is very wonderful, commendable. Operating profit from 603 million into 2.3 billion in this year, Mr. Chairman, is commendable. Profit before tax 1.2 billion as against 445 million. Mr. Chairman, you can see the income tax expenses, how much we are paid. 457 million as against 74 million. That means we are also fulfilling our obligation to the government. We are paying tax. Mr. Chairman, I want to commend you. Look at our share price on the quotation stock exchange. Mr. Chairman, it has done what we are seeing today. It has done what we are seeing today. We had 4 naira 15 kobo previous year.
They are the ones talking now. They are the ones that everybody are. I like them now. So the same.
Mr. Chairman, are you hearing me?
Very well.
I said in this year, currently, our share price almost gone to 9 naira. This is very, very commendable that investors are looking up to Champion Brewery to mop up its shares. Mr. Chairman, when I was advocating years back that nobody should divest, minority shareholders to sell off their shares, that we are not going to agree. We want to remain with the company. I've been vindicated, unlike minds who put mouth to say no. We are not going to buy off this minority. We want to remain and dine and wine with this company. Mr. Chairman, things are looking up today. And I want to commend the Akwa Ibom investments company who also listened to that clearing call that we're not going to divest. We're not going to sell off. That 10% will maintain it to look after the investments and things are turning to. Mr. Chairman, you can attest to me how much dividend they're going to accrue for Akwa Ibom Investments Company Limited for this wonderful performance of our great company. Mr. Chairman, if you look at notice convening the meeting, the agendas, we have given you approval last year to come and raise money, either public offer or right issue. But I think this is the time to approach the market without further delay. Mr. Chairman, I agree with you on the chairman's statement, page 12. This is the right time to check the market, to go into the market in public offer, because the members of the public will patronize this company because we have seen good result by the able-led management, Dr. Ininagwa. I want to commend him so much and his team for these superlative performances. Mr. Chairman, we need to take advantage of the price appreciation and decide with our issue houses how much the price we can sell the public offer to the members of the public. Mr. Chairman, if I would advise, the 15 billion we're looking at, I think is very, very small. 15 billion we're looking at. We think we need about up to 20 billion to lock up the potential that have been, accrued for this company. But we can start with this figure and see how the market can dance with it. That 15 billion is going to be oversubscribed if we come at the right time. But Chairman, I want to advise by the end of this AGM, and let's say give approval without further delay, we must hit the street and raise this money. I want to commend the champion for the product. Mr. Chairman, today we have can beer and can champion and can malt. Mr. Chairman, in the fleet of product, I want to advise, let also go into champion stout, that black liquor, the black liquor, champion stout. Mr. Chairman, we need to go to champion stout to augment our product, because women like those brands very well. When they go to party, they will ask for stout. Mr. Chairman, if we can bring malt, there's nothing stopping us, having a black champion stout, that black liquor, so that those who go to party will ask for more of our product. Mr. Chairman, this is a good development. I can see that we are now ready to go many places with this new product we are rolling out. I want to commend the resilient board members who have contributed. They today attended the meetings, activities board meeting, to be able to give out a lot of hope for this company. Mr. Chairman, I want to commend Mrs. Mary, the Queen, Abobame, for bringing her onto the board. I have had face interface with her. I think this is a material. Even though she's joining online from China, where she is right now, Mr. Chairman, the shareholder agreed unanimously to vote her in to confirm her appointment. I think the board have done very well. I think she's going to contribute a lot for the growth of this company. Having seen her that is a good woman. In the past, I would have frowned at, not giving shareholders minority to nominate who will represent them. But I want to commend the board for bringing that excellent woman on the board. I want to give the chairman kudos. I want to also thank the Joy Corps. They have started well. I want to see them to put more resources commitment to drive this great company. We shall overtake our competitors by God's grace. In what you are doing today, the sky is going to be our limit. Mr. Chairman, I want to, because the network cannot been easy for these online meetings. I think we were trying it the second time. We shall continue to resume our physical meeting, Mr. Chairman, because the network is not being friendly. Mr. Chairman, maybe by next year, we may go to you and see things happening there. I want to commend the board being proactive, because last time when some of us make effort to be there with sample opinion of distributors and the complaint of can, today their needs are met. That is being proactive. The boards are being proactive and management. And when we got that feedback, we came back to the management to complain. We went to town. This is what people are saying. And today, as a listening board and management, they have fulfilled that clarion call by introducing cans in our fleet. I think they deserve a round of applause by shareholders. Mr. Chairman, if you look at page 32 to page 37, page 37, I want to commend the company board attendant. The board attendant is excellent, and other subcommittees. I want to commend the director who took time out to attend board meeting as and when due, when it matters. And I want to also commend our auditors, Deloitte, for doing a good job. And the African Prudential Registrars, over the years, when we used to be in Calabar, to have this meeting, even at times they complain their fees are not being paid, but they still tarry and supported this company. And I want to commend the board for continuing to keep faith on them. They are doing excellent in the carrying out service to Champion Brewery PLC. They are good registrars who have served us well. I want to commend them for making the result available as when the company delivered to them. I want to really appreciate what the registrars are doing to serve shareholders very well when they approach in the offices. Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, are you hearing me? Mr. Chairman, are you hearing me? There's a problem. Mr. Chairman, on page 67, that is my final page comment here. On page 67, I want, Mr. Chairman, are you listening?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, on page 67, I want to also thank the board management for being prudent, even that the cost of doing business in Nigeria is higher. Yes, our earning went up 20.something billion, and that one was spending about 18.6 billion as against 12. I need to commend them for, because to do this the kind of can we have on malt and the beer, it is not easy. It's excellent and well produced can that can match any test of time anywhere, compete with any international breweries in the world. I want to commend the board for that kind of professionalism in that can. Is very beautiful to behold. It's very good. And the content itself, when you drink it, you relax. It's very, very good. I want to commend the board for what you have been doing on that very page. And auditors, yes, their fees went high, but I think they should also, because other things they did, I think that was shut up the fees payable. I want to commend the donation you made and all that development strive you made in the backing in your community, the host communities, the provisions of healthcare services, etc., is very commendable in this financial year. Mr. Chairman, I praise you for what you have been doing, because I belong with this company from Urban Intia to Elijah and to Mr. Jacob. So I think I'm still along with this company in supporting this very company. Shareholder will continue. Thank you, and God bless you. I know business. Yes, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
I'm sure we all agree that you've spoken for all of us.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, before I done my dues, I want
of issues and I really thank you for your zeal. You've been around and you're still going to be around. Amen. You agree with me that Boniface had taken a lot of time, so and he has made very concrete comments and suggestions and full of appreciation.
So the next speaker must use not more than 2 minutes. If we have that agreement, I will take one more from the virtual platform, and that will be it because we're running against time. This link is limited for a specific time. Can we take one more? Let me see the hands up so I can look straight into your face. Okay. From my screen here, Moses, Gurude, your hand is up.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Can you
Thank you.
make your comments?
Thank you, Mr.
now?
Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Can you hear me?
Yes, we're hearing you loud and clear. Please speak on.
All right. Good afternoon, Chairman. Good afternoon, the board and all other shareholders present. My name is Ibrude Moses, the National Coordinator of Independent Shareholders Association of Nigeria. Without no wasting time, first I have to congratulate you people at Champion Breweries because of you decided to stand alone as a Nigeria company. And then you weather the storm in the breweries industry. And as of today, you are the only breweries company that is paid, you have paid dividends of, as at this year, all the other ones did not pay. Not because of their own making, but because of all these forest issues. Thank you that you were able to manage this business very well, that forest and foreign currency exchange losses did not affect our business. So for that, I commend you all for improved management. Now, the industry as of today is very, very critical because of taxes, because of the environment we are operating on. For that reason, now we have paid six kobo. What are the strategy management is putting in place to make sure that it sustains a continuous payment of dividend? That is my number one question. To sustain what you have done, what are the strategies you are putting in place to make sure that we maintain and sustain and continual payment of dividend and even improve dividend? Again, Mr. Okwezi also mentioned the right issue. Yes, you need money to capitalize this company in order for you to expand your production and marketing. How early are you going to come out and at what price? It's very critical because where the issues last year, the major brewers of the industry came out, and so many, about 2 of them or 3, they raised some money in order to what? To cushion the effect of the forest and all of that. So it's not out of place for you to do that now. And I believe the one that did it, the things were oversubscribed. So why are you delaying? Why are you people delaying? You should try your best to come out, and I believe that shareholders will subscribe. Will take their right and subscribe, we will oversubscribe so that at the end of the day, we have enough money to do the business and expand the business and enhance the business and to enhance the business so that investors can have enough return on their investment. And finally, there is a need for us to market our product, our market segment, if it is in South, if it is wherever it's going to be, we need to make sure our product to be visible to the consumer. Without our product being present, no, you will not sell. So it's very key. So I want you people to work around making our product being visible everywhere, so that at the end of the day, we have revenue in. Those are my three comments I want to raise, so that other people can talk. So thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Part of
Thank you, Moses.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Questions were received. Where appropriate, we will attempt to answer. But let me give the Lagos Center one more chance. I need to see through the screen who is there to make
Very brief comment. 2 minutes will be 2 minutes going forward. The man standing there with a jacket and a blue lapel. What's the name? Please introduce yourself and speak for 2 minutes or less.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Pastor Lagoke Samson Olusegun. Hello, are you hearing me?
Oh, yes.
Okay, I really commend our amiable chairman in person of Mr. Jacob Imo Abasi and the board and management for a wonderful and excellent result we are blessing today. I will not go back to what my mentor, Mr. Boniface Okesi, have said. That result now take me to page 9, page 27 to 31, which I confirm that we have a quality, credible, hardworking, and competent board and management that will take our company, Champion Brewery PLC, to a greater level. Please keep it up, sir. Page 93, borrowing. I commend the board of management for clearing off the borrowing to 0. Kudos to you, sir. Page 4, page 20, page 26. CSR is highly commendable. Keep it up, sir. Page 67 to 68, the expenses. I urge the board of management to watch the expenses very well because it's on high side. Page 32, page 67 to 68, the expenses. Are you hearing me, my chairman? Page 32 to 34.
We're here.
Okay. Page 32 to 34. Corporate governance. The attendance of the board and board committee is highly commendable, except the attendance of the audit committee members. At least the law says minimum of 4, maximum of 6. The audit committee seated for 2 times is not good enough. I urge the board to increase for us not to be penalized by the regulators. Lastly, I commend our vibrant, intelligent, competent, hardworking company secretary, Chief Barrister Tosan Ache Aboni, for an excellent performance. He is very friendly, accommodative, transparency to all the shareholders. Sir, keep it up. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much for keeping your comments, question brief. We want to democratize the questions, but we are also very mindful of time. We can take one more from the Lagos Center. I believe any lady for gender balance. Talking to Lagos.
Progress, sir. Progress.
Can we have a lady at the center?
Go ahead, sir.
We want to hear from. Go ahead. Who is there?
Response.
Give me a lady to speak on your behalf. We should proceed. Okay. Very good comments and some good questions have been thrown at us, but we can bunch them. From here, I can see 3 areas where questions were raised that will require some comments from the board. When Okezie was speaking, he talked about divestment, and there was a time it was advised that divestment should not occur. We have passed through that time. Since the Joy Cup came on board, they have entrenched a philosophy, a policy of expanding the shareholding base in compliance with regulatory provisions and curing the defects in the free float. Indeed, within the last 6 months, we have witnessed an upward trajectory. Free float has moved, needle has moved from 3% to 13%, and we expect this to be higher once we go to the market. So I want to thank the co-investor for being pro shareholders, and I call him Mr. Dividend, and also being very sensitive to the needs of the shareholders and the reward thereon. I know one of the shareholders who spoke after Okezie asked whether dividend will be continuous, and there is no better person to assure us that, having spoken on this matter before and did perform. Last year we had a bonus dividend, and this year cash dividend. So who is better placed to give that assurance into the future? The man who sees the future and leads the way and asks us to go the way. So let me call on Mr. Eric to give once more an assurance to the shareholders yearning that dividend is here to stay, as long as the dynamics are favorable.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I think, like promised in the past, with tax management to do all possible to make the company more profitable than it was last year. With our first quarter results, we're very excited about it and very bullish. And rest assured that next year we hope to do a lot more than we did this year in terms of dividends. And for as long as we're here, we're going to encourage that shareholders get rewarded deeply and hugely by paying a lot more dividends as time goes on. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Eric. Eric is talk and do. So we take his words, and we on the board and management would make sure that we always run your company to be able to come back year by year and give you the reward for your investment. There was a question on rights issue, and then the market spread. Those are things that are process driven, particularly the rights issue. Once the time comes, it will be considered as part of our capital raising exercise and in compliance with regulatory provisions. Market, yes. Part of the reasons why we are going to the market is to raise money to invest in critical infrastructure to improve on our footprint in the market beyond our constituent market. Okay. So we're doing everything possible to make sure that the company is repositioned as a national brand, as a global brand. With your support, all of these are achievable. I think all the other comments are not things we should respond to, but just to thank the shareholders who raised them for being so gracious. We're not taking it for granted. We will not let you down. We would exercise our stewardship to ensure that you always have to come back and say thank you to us. So thank you, distinguished shareholders, for the question and answer session. We're progressing. This meeting is time sensitive, but at this point in time, I'd like to call on the registrar to explain the voting process as we go into other items on the agenda. Registrar, Africa Prudential, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I will now proceed to explain the procedure for casting your votes, distinguished shareholders. Prior to this meeting, we have received and captured the voting details of 131 shareholders by proxy. and holding 7,728,304,513 units of shares of Champions Breweries PLC, which represents 86.37% of the company's issued share capital. At this meeting, we will be collating the votes cast here in addition to the proxies received to get the final voting results. Distinguished shareholders, you have received online voting access and a unique token, either via email or SMS. Kindly log in using the voting link and token, or refresh your screen if you have already done so. Once we commence the voting process, the resolution under consideration will be displayed. Please select for in favor of the votes for the resolution or against for vote against the resolution. Note that you can change your vote during the voting session, but once the voting period ends, the last selected choice will be recorded as your vote. The voting period shall last for only 60 seconds. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yes. Thank you, Registrar. Let's move to item number 2 on the agenda, which is to declare a dividend for the financial year ended 31st December 2024. Accordingly, I propose that a dividend of 6.0066 kobo per share be and is hereby declared as dividend for the financial year ended 31st December 2024 and is hereby payable forthwith to the shareholders whose name appear in the register of members as at close of business Friday, May 9, 2025, and payable on Thursday, 22nd of May, 2025, subject to deduction of appropriate withholding tax. Please, can anyone second the motion that I have ably moved? Helen Omana.
I so move. Second the motion, improve the motion.
Okay, Helen Omana has graciously seconded the motion. Please introduce yourself properly. Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Helen Anefe Omana. I am a shareholder. I bought share in Champion when I was a young girl, 40-something years ago. So now I am elderly. I thank God to live till now. I thank God for what Champion had become today. There is nothing God cannot do. Prayers. I use Champion to be my baby each time I pray. And God has surprised me.
Amen.
So I'm very grateful to him.
Thank you.
I thank you. I have been on the board for some years. I just retired. So I just thank God for all the directors. I've never seen the kind of people I've met on the board. I am a queen there. So everybody loved me and I love them. My children, I can call anytime or whatever. They answer me. So I'm very grateful to God. I didn't want to talk about Champion.
But you have spoken and history is made while you are still alive. Thank you.
Because this I mentioned in the meeting at Lagos, is it Lagoon? The directors, remember? I talk about this thing that is real now. I thank God for it coming during my lifetime.
Thank you.
So I thank God for it.
Thank you. No other person to move that motion with all the emotions. We acknowledge it and we thank you for doing that. Having come this far, I hereby put this motion to a vote by poll and direct the registrars to conduct the voting session. We'll pause for 60 seconds or so, as was.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Distinguished shareholders, please proceed to cast your votes. Do exercise your voting rights here. Please vote for in favor of the resolution and or against the resolution. The voting is in process. Well, about 45 seconds left. Thirty-five seconds left. The voting is still in process. 25 seconds. Gradually coming to an end. We're about 12 seconds more left. Please vote for by pressing the for button and against if you're against this resolution. 5 seconds. 2, and the voting has ended. Distinguished shareholders, kindly display the results. Distinguished shareholders, 145 people with a total of 7,728,555,530 units of shares voted in favor of this resolution. Mr. Chairman, there was no vote against. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Registrar. Thank you, shareholders. Based on the result declared by the shareholders, I hereby declare the motion unanimously carried. Thank you. We'll now proceed to item number 3 on the agenda, which is the re-election of the retiring directors. During the reporting year, Mr. Ehimare, Eric Idiahi, and Mr. David Butler were appointed as non-executive directors representing Enjoy Corp Limited. In accordance with the provisions of the Companies and Allied Matters Act and the company's articles of association, they will retire at this annual general meeting and, being eligible, offer themselves for election. Additionally, in 2025, the board filled casual vacancies in accordance with Section 284, subsection 2 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act. And as a result, Mr. Rashid Adebi, Finance Director, Mrs. Mary Tuyonta Apobeme, Non-Executive Director representing minority shareholders, Dr. Oladere O. Ajayi, and Dr. Mrs. Jane Thompson Shoboike, both appointed as independent non-executive directors, will retire at this annual general meeting. Being eligible, they offer themselves for election. Furthermore, in line with Section 259, subsection 1 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act and the company's articles of association, the directors retiring by rotation are Mr. Olufumi Niyi Alabi, and Mr. Thompson S.B. Onwoka, and being eligible, they offer themselves for re-election. A. I now move that Mr. Himere Eric Idiahi, elected as a director of the company. I would like to ask someone to second that motion.
And I work seconder.
Okay. Both virtual, I can hear second, but the one we see, Mrs. Ellen has seconded. All right. You didn't introduce yourself. Lagos, IT, can you make sure Lagos is live? I want to put the motion to a vote by poll and direct the registrars to conduct the voting session.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the resolution to elect Mr. Eric Idiahi. The voting is in progress. Please cast your votes in line with your voting. IT, please project. The voting is in process. Please press 4 if you are in favor of this resolution, and press again if you're against the resolution. We have about 40 seconds more left. Please exercise your rights. The voting is in process. We have about 16 seconds left. Five seconds left. And the voting has ended. Distinguished shareholders, we have 7,593,442 units of shares, representing 100% of the vote cast. There was no vote against. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Registrar. Based on the result declared by the registrars, the vote showed that Mr. Ehimere Eric Idiahi has been unanimously declared as a director of the company. Congratulations. Wow. All right. Please, can you behold your newly elected director? I now move that Mr. Butler, David Butler, be elected as the director of the company. I request someone to second the motion. From Lagos Center, the man with the red cap.
Femi Oduyemi, I second that motion.
What's your name?
Femi Oduyemi. Femi Oduyemi.
Please give him a mic. So I hear him.
I, Femi Oduyemi, second that motion. Femi Oduyemi, second that motion. Femi Oduyemi, second that motion.
His name is Femi Oduyemi.
Femi Oduyemi, Lagos Center. Can you hear me, sir? Hello?
Please exercise your voting rights. The media, please display the poll. We have about 35 seconds left. Kindly proceed. We are gradually getting to the end of this voting process. We have 6 seconds left. 4, 2, and the voting process has ended. Distinguished shareholders, we have a total of 7,728,682,413 units of shares who voted in favor of this resolution, representing 100% of the vote cast. There was no vote against. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Registrar. Based on the results declared by the registrars, the votes show that Mr. David Butler has been unanimously elected as a director of the company. David.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, everybody.
Joins us virtually now of the globe. He's joining us from. Thank you. Mine is muted. Okay, you open it now. Can you second the motion?
Which one? Zoom is off.
Can I second the motion?
My Zoom is off. Which one?
Hello, Ibekwe Robert. Second that motion. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yes. Ibekwe Robert is the name. I second that motion. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you. Thank you. I hereby put this motion to vote by poll rather, and direct the registrars to conduct the voting session.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For the resolution to re-elect Mr. Rashid Adebi as the director of the company, kindly proceed to vote in line with your voting decision. Do exercise your rights by pressing 4 if you're in favor of this resolution. Press against if you're against the resolution. As the voting process is now on, the media kindly display. The voting is in process. We have about 22 seconds left. The voting is gradually coming to an end. 6 seconds more left. And the voting process has ended. I will proceed to announce the results of the poll. A total of 7,729,211,268 units of shares, representing 100% of the vote cast, voted in favor of this resolution. There was no vote against, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you, Registrar. Based on the result declared by the registrars, the votes show that Mr. Rashid Adebi has been unanimously elected as a director of the company. Rashid is outstanding
the hold on new direction. Congratulations. Congratulations. And I move that Mrs. Mary Atuyota Akwebu be elected as the director of the company. Mary is attending this meeting virtually, wherever she is. So she will show. But please, can I have someone second the motion? I'm going online again. Mr.
I second the motion, Mr. Chairman. Boniface here. I second that motion.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much for the bailout. Thank you, thank you. I hereby put this motion to a vote by poll and direct the registrars to conduct the voting session.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For the resolution to elect Mrs. Mary Akwebu as the director of the company, kindly proceed to vote in line with your voting decision. Please press 4 if you are in favor of this resolution. Press against if you're against the resolution, as the voting process is now on. We have about 4 to 7 seconds left. Please proceed to vote. We have 60 seconds for this exercise. How about 30 seconds more left? We have 20 seconds more. We have 5 more seconds left for this exercise.
Yeah, it's coming up,
Distinguished shareholders, the voting has ended. Proceed to announce the result of the poll. A total of 7,729,203,411 units of shares, representing about approximately 100% of the votes cast voted in favor of the resolution. 25,275 units, representing approximately 0.00% voted against the resolution. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Registrar. Based on the, you have to clap, please clap. Based on the results declared by the registrars, the vote show that Mrs. Mary Akwebu has been duly elected, having scored majority of the votes, elected as the director of the company. Congratulations, Mary. Mary joins us virtually wherever she is. We acknowledge her presence. I now move that Dr. Oladere Ajayi be elected as the director of the company. May I have someone second this motion?
Hello, sir, my chairman. Pastor Olagoke Samson, second that motion.
Thank you. I hereby put this motion to a vote by poll and direct the registrars to conduct the voting session.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This resolution is to elect Mr. Oladele O. Ajayi as the director of the company. Kindly proceed to cast your votes. You press 4 if you are in favor of the resolution, and you press against if you are against the resolution. Immediately, please display the poll. Thank you. We have about 45 seconds left for this exercise. Please do exercise your voting rights. We have about 30 seconds more left. We have 20 seconds more.
Please note that you have the liberty to change your mind at any point in time. We will pick the last votes at 0.00 seconds. We have like 3 seconds more left, and the voting has ended. Distinguished shareholders, I'll proceed to announce the result of the poll. We have 7,729,176,840 units of shares, representing approximately 100% of the vote cast in favor of the resolution. And we had 27,265 units of shares, representing approximately 0.00% of the shares voted against the resolution. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Registrar. Based on the results declared by the registrar, the votes show that Dr. Oladele Ajayi has been duly elected, having scored majority of the votes and elected as the director of the company. Congratulations, Dr. Ajayi. I now move that Dr. Mrs. Jane Thompson Shoboiki be elected as the director of the company. Can someone second that motion?
Femi Oduyemi from Lagos Center. Femi Oduyemi from Lagos Center. Oduyemi.
Go ahead.
Femi Oduyemi, second that motion.
Thank you, Femi.
Oduyemi.
Yes, thank you. I hereby put this motion to a vote by poll and direct the registrars to conduct the voting session.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for this resolution to elect Dr. Mrs. Jane Thompson Shoboiki as the director of the company. Distinguished shareholders, kindly proceed to vote in line with your voting decision.
Do exercise your rights by pressing 4 if you are in favor of the resolution. Press against if you are against the resolution. We have about 47 seconds left more. We have 35 seconds more left. We are gradually getting to the end of the process. 25 seconds more. We have 15 more seconds to go. Five more seconds to end this process. Distinguished shareholders, the voting has come to an end, and I will proceed to announce the results of the poll. For this resolution to elect Dr. Mrs. Jane Thompson Shoboiki, we have a total of 7,729,045,898 units of shares, representing 100% of the vote cast voted in favor of this resolution. There was no vote against, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you, Registrar. Based on the result declared by the registrar, the votes show that Dr. Mrs. Jane Thompson Shoboiki has been unanimously elected as the director of the company. Congratulations, Dr. Jane. She joins us virtually. I now move that Mr. Olufumi Alabi be re-elected as a director of the company. May I have someone second this motion?
Pastor Olagoke Samson. Olusegun Olagoke Samson. I second that motion.
Thank you, Pastor. I hereby put this motion to a vote by poll and direct the registrars to conduct the voting session.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for this resolution to re-elect Mr. Olufumi Alabi as director of the company. Distinguished shareholders, kindly proceed and vote in line with your voting decision. Let's exercise our voting rights. Please press 4 if you are in favor of the resolution, and against if you're against the resolution. We have like 46 seconds more left. We have 40 more seconds for this exercise. Kindly proceed to vote. You have at liberty to change your mind at any point in time, but the last vote will be counted at 0.00 seconds. We have 21 seconds more left. Ten more seconds to go in this resolution. 5 more seconds. And distinguished shareholders, the voting process has come to an end. And for this resolution to re-elect Mr. Olufumini as Alabi as a director of the company, we have a total of 7,729,252,033 units of shares who voted in favor of this resolution. There was no vote against. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Registrar. Based on the result declared by the registrars, the vote showed that Mr. Olufumini Alabi has been unanimously re-elected as the director of the company. Mr. Alabi? Congratulations. I now proceed to move that Mr. Thompson HB Owoka be re-elected as the director of the company. Can I have someone second that motion?
I
so do.
I write to second the motion. For the face showcase.
Robert. Who is ready to second the motion? Let me see your hand up. Okay, so many hands. Ngozi Lilian Okereke. Ngozi Lilian Okereke, your hand on, joining virtually. Okay. Okay. Can anyone else?
Boniface Okezie, I write to second that motion.
Okay, again. All right, we take it. I hereby put the motion to vote by poll and direct the registrars to conduct the voting session.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for this resolution to elect Ms. Thompson Walker as the director of this company. Distinguished shareholders, kindly proceed to vote in line with your voting decision. Press 4 if you're in favor of the resolution, and against if you're against the resolution. The voting process is on. We have 45 seconds more to go. Kindly proceed to vote in line with your decision. We have 25 more seconds to go. We have 15 seconds more. We have 10 more seconds to go on this resolution. And distinguished shareholders, the voting has come to an end with a total of 7,729,231,316 units of shares, representing approximately 100% of the vote cast voted in favor of the resolution. We had 25,265 units of shares, representing approximately 0.0% voted against the resolution. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, registrars. Based on the result declared by the registrars, the vote showed that Mr. Thompson S. B. Omuka has been duly re-elected as the director of the company, having scored majority of the votes. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you. We now come to item 4 on the agenda. I'd like to congratulate all those who have been elected and re-elected under item 3. Congratulations once again. Item number 4 on the agenda is to authorize the directors to fix the remunerations of the auditors. Deloitte Touche have indicated their willingness to act as the company's external auditors. Under section 401 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act, Cap C20, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2020, every company shall at each annual general meeting appoint an auditor or auditors to audit the financial statements of the company and to hold office from the conclusion of that until the conclusion of the next annual general meeting. I hereby move that Deloitte Touche as external auditors be appointed for the company for the year ending December 31st, 2025. The appointed external auditors for the company for the year ending December 31st, 2025. Can anyone second this motion?
I so do.
Ngozi Lillian, I see your hand up. You missed the last one. Don't miss this one. Can you speak up?
Hi, can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Hi, Ngozi Lillian. Move the motion. Seconds the motion for.
Thank you, distinguished shareholder. I hereby put this motion to vote by poll and direct the registrars to conduct the voting session.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For this resolution, please proceed and vote in line with your voting decision. Please vote for if you are in favor of the resolution and against if you are against the resolution. Media, please display the poll. The voting is in process. Please press your button for or against. We have about 25 seconds left. We have 15 more seconds to go on this resolution. Five more seconds to go. Distinguished shareholders, the voting has come to an end. For this resolution to fix the remuneration of the auditors, we have 7,728,688,191 units, representing 100% of the vote cast in favor of the resolution. There was no vote against. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. May I congratulate our external auditors, Deloitte Touche, for being reappointed for the whole office for the next 1 year, ending 31st December 2025. Thank you. We move to item 5 on the agenda, which is the re-election of shareholders representatives on the audit committee. And now call on the registrars to take us through the procedures. The secretary. Between registrar and secretary, who would yield the floor? Registrar, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Distinguished shareholders, the election of the statutory audit committee is to be conducted by show of hands and result read out by the count of shareholders who have voted either by proxy or virtually at this meeting. Please note that the platform already in use shall still serve for this purpose. As the audit committee, it will comprise 3 shareholders' representatives. Shareholders are encouraged to vote for 3 of their preferred nominees and abstain from voting for others. The 3 nominees receiving the highest number of votes will be appointed as members of the statutory audit committee. The names of the nominees shall be called out, and you are encouraged to vote only 3 of your preferred nominees. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Chairman, Secretary, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Section 404, sub 6 of the Company and Allied Matters Act, Cap C20, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2020, requires that any shareholder may nominate a shareholder as a member of the audit committee by giving in writing to the company secretary at least 21 days before the annual general meeting. Accordingly, 8 valid nominations were received from the shareholders on the members to represent them in the audit committee for the year 2025. The valid nominees are read as follows. 1, Adegboyega Moradeke was nominated by Adekambi David Ademola. Muamara Ejike Anthony was nominated by Adejuwon Ademola Timothy. Otukoya Oluwasesan James was nominated by Folua Sele Michael Oludare. Olayemi Olatunde was nominated by Kachi Anthony Kanayo. Peter Eyanoku was nominated by Binwo Safara Teju. Adebayo Olufemi Abayomi was nominated by Yusuf Olaiton Lukman. Peter Ungbe was nominated by Boniface Ebere Okezie. Awobusui Margaret Fuminlayo was nominated by Ibekwe Robert Adinoaba. Please be informed that the directors that have been duly elected from the board to represent directors at the audit committee are 1, Mrs. Mary Atunyota Apobeme, Mr. Thompson SB Owuka, and Mr. Eric Itiahi, respectively. Each shareholder or shareholder's proxy can vote by poll, and the registrar should declare the result. Thank you.
Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We'll start by the vote for Mr. Adegboyega Moradeke. Mr. Adegboyega Moradeke, like I said earlier, it is by show of hands, but we are still using the voting device. Please project the vote, the media. Please press 4 if you are in favor of this resolution, and abstain if you're against the resolution, please. For Adegboyega Moradeke. Thank you. Kindly proceed and vote in line with your decision. The voting process is on. We have about 30 seconds more left. We have 26 more seconds. The voting is gradually coming to an end. Ten more seconds left for these votes for Adeboyega Moradeke. And the voting has come to an end. We shall proceed to the next vote. We shall proceed to the next vote. We will call the summary of the results after the votes. We are voting for Wamara Ejike Anthony now. Kindly proceed and vote in line with your voting decision. Vote for Wamara Ejike Anthony is on. Please press 4 if you are in favor of the resolution. Just abstain. Don't even bother to vote against because we are counting the vote for in this resolution. Because the highest votes we count at the end of the day. We have like 40 more seconds left in this resolution for Wamara Ejike Anthony as a member of the Statutory Audit Committee. We have 30 more seconds left. 25 more seconds left. Kindly proceed to vote in line with your decision. Exercise your voting rights here, dear shareholders. We have about 10 more seconds left for this exercise. The voting for Wamara Ejike Anthony has come to an end. Thank you. We shall proceed to vote for the next nominee, which is Olukoya Oluwasesan James. The voting now is for Otukoya Oluwasesan James. Please kindly proceed to vote in line with your voting decision. Let's vote. Press 4 if you are in favor of Wamara, if you are in favor of Otukoya Oluwasesan James. We have 45 seconds left more for this exercise. Voting for Otukoya Oluwasesan James as a member of the Statutory Audit Committee. We have 30 more seconds left for this exercise. The voting is gradually coming to an end. We have 15 more seconds left. 10, 5, 3, and the voting has come to an end for Otukoya. We shall proceed to vote for the next nominee, and the next nominee is Mr. Olayemi Olatunde. The voting for Mr. Olayemi Olatunde as member of the Statutory Audit Committee. Distinguished shareholders, please proceed to vote in line with your voting decision. Let's vote. Press 4 if you are for this resolution. If you're against the resolution, abstain. The voting process is on. We have about 45 seconds more left. The vote is for Olayemi Olatunde as member of the Statutory Audit Committee. You have 30 more seconds left for this resolution. $20 more seconds left for Olayemi Olatunde as member of the SAC. We have just about 10 more seconds to go. 5 more seconds to go. 3, 2, and the voting has come to an end. Thank you, distinguished shareholders. We shall proceed to vote for the next nominee. The next nominee for the Statutory Audit Committee is Mr. Peter Eyanuku. Mr. Peter Eyanuku is on the poll. Kindly proceed and vote in line with your voting decision. Distinguished shareholders, the voting exercise is already on. Press 4 if you are for this resolution. Abstain if you're against the resolution, so that we can count the votes for We have 50 more seconds left for this resolution. We are voting for Mr. Peter Iyanuku as a member of the Statutory Audit Committee. Please proceed and cast your votes. We have about 30 more seconds left for this exercise. We have 25 more. 20 more seconds left for this exercise. Kindly proceed and vote in line with your decision. We are gradually coming to the end of this process. We have about 10 more seconds left. 5, 4, 3. And the voting has come to an end. Distinguished shareholders, we shall proceed and vote for the next nominee. The next nominee, number 6, is Mr. Adebayo Oluwafemi Abayomi. Mr. Adebayo Oluwafemi Abayomi. Please vote. Distinguished shareholders, vote for if you are for this resolution. You can abstain if you're against the resolution. Remember, we are looking for the 3 highest polls here. We have about 48 seconds more left. The poll to elect Mr. Adebayo Oluwafemi Abayomi as a member of the Statutory Audit Committee. We have just about 30 more seconds left for this exercise. Twenty more seconds left. 15. Kindly proceed and vote. We have just about 5 more seconds to vote for Mr. Adebayo Oluwafemi Abayomi. Thank you, distinguished shareholders. The voting has come to an end, and we shall proceed to vote for the next candidate, number 7, Mr. Peter Mbahuru. Mr. Peter Mbahuru is on the poll now. Distinguished shareholders, please proceed to vote in line with your voting decision. If you are for Mr. Peter Mbahuru, you press 4. Otherwise, you can abstain from the vote. We have about 45 more seconds left for this exercise. Kindly proceed. We have 35 more seconds. We have 30 more seconds. The voting is gradually coming to an end. We have about 20 more seconds left for this exercise. We are still voting for Mr. Peter Mbahuru as a member of Statutory Audit Committee for Champions Breweries. 5 more seconds left. We have 3. We have 2, and the voting has come to an end. Distinguished shareholders, the voting has come to an end, and we shall proceed to vote for the last candidate, number 8, Mr. Awobusuyi, Mrs. Awobusuyi Margaret Fumilayo. Awobusuyi Margaret Fumilayo is on the poll for the Statutory Audit Committee. Kindly proceed and vote in line with your voting decision. Do exercise your voting rights by pressing 4 if you are for this resolution. Can press or abstain if you are against this resolution. In favor of Awobusuyi Margaret Fumilayo as a member of the Statutory Audit Committee of Champions Breweries PLC. Distinguished shareholders, we have like 35 seconds more left in this exercise. We have 25 more seconds to go. We have like 15 more seconds to go on the resolution to vote Awobusuyi Margaret Fumilayo as a member of the Statutory Audit Committee. We have just like 5 seconds more. We have 4, we have 3, 2, and the voting has come to an end. Distinguished shareholders, thank you for casting your vote for the 8 nominees for the Statutory Audit Committee. Kindly give the media team like few seconds to collect the result and publish for announcement. And like earlier announced, the highest 3 will be nominated as the Statutory Audit Committee representing the shareholders of Champion Breweries on the Statutory Audit Committee, while the others are nominated by the board as earlier announced by the company secretary. So the media team, we are patiently waiting for the collation of that result. Please be patient a little bit. The results will soon come on screen.
The mistake they made there. Observation to make.
Thank you, the media team, please. Can we project now?
I have an observation to make. Frank, are you hearing me?
To announce the results as published. The result has been published. We have Adebayo Oluwafemi Abayomi scoring 140 votes. We had Peter Mbahoro 140 votes. We have Olayemi Olatunde 139 votes. Adeboyega Moradeke 17 votes. Wamara Ejike Anthony 13 votes. Utukoya Oluwaseun James 12 votes. Mr. Peter Eyanuku 8 votes, and Awobusui Margaret Fumilayo 7 votes. So by my count, I have Adebayo Oluwafemi Abayomi, I have Mr. Peter Mbahoro, and Mr. Olayemi Olatunde as the highest 3 voting. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Registrar, for painstakingly conducting the voting sessions.
Observation. Mr. Chairman, observation. Mr. Chairman, observation. Boniface Okezie, I'm making observation, Mr. Chairman. Can you hear me?
Briefly,
Okay, my observation is this, Mr. Chairman. During the company secretary introducing the board director representing the committee, he mentioned 3 persons. The laws allow the directors 2, representative from the directors 2 members, and the members of the minority or the shareholders 3 members. That composition is 5 members in number 5. 2 for the board of directors, 3 for shareholders.
The company secretary speak to your observation. Please pay attention to his explanation.
Because he make 3 announcements.
My dear shareholder, except saying that in the 2020 amended Company Analyzed Matters Act, it is equal representation from shareholders and board committee.
It's 2. The directors 2, the shareholders 2. That's what the law says. No, the amended.
If the shareholder is satisfied with your explanation, there's no need to. Boniface has explained that KAMA has amended, allowed equal representation. We just voted 3
Mr. Chairman.
shareholders nominee for the committee, and it is from his explanation is expected that we should also have 3 from the directors.
No. That was old version, Mr. Chairman.
Okay,
The
so
amended
please
is
can
2
you
for the director. NGS is also have reported now called me. I said no. I think that the compensatory made a mistake. It's 2 for the board and 3 for the shareholders. That's how it goes. That's the new amended law on the audit committee composition. In every company in Nigeria is 2 for the board of directors and 3 for shareholders. That in all is 5 numbers. 5 numbers. 3 for minority shareholders, 2 for the board. Mr. Chairman, that's the true law position of things. Let us not violate the law.
Just be patient. Let's look at the call, and then get back to you. Please be patient with us.
Mr. Chairman, distinguished directors, my esteemed shareholders, following the observation of Unze Boniface Okezie and a further look at the reviewed Company Analyzed Matters Act as well as the Business Facilitation Act, Mr. Okezie is clearly correct that it has been amended that it shall no longer be equal representative of the board and shareholders in the audit committee, but rather it has been explicitly stated there that it shall be 3 shareholders and 2 non-executive directors. And upon consultation of my esteemed directors sitting here, I've been informed and directed to inform everybody that Mr. Eric Idiahi is willing and has agreed to step down in compliance with the law. And in that regard, the 2 members of the audit committee from representing the directors shall be as follows: Mrs. Mary Atunyota Apobeme and Mr. Thompson Owuka, respectively. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, directors, and thank you, my shareholders.
Thank you, distinguished shareholders. Thank you, Company Secretary. We are blessed with shareholders who have brought experience, industry experience, and are bold enough to avail that experience for the good conduct of the company. Thank you, Company Secretary, for the announcement. I move, therefore, to declare that the following members have been duly elected as members of the Audit Committee of the company in compliance with Section 404, subsection 3 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act, Cap C, 20 laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2020, and they are as follows. 1, Adebayo Oluwafemi Abayomi, elected as a shareholder representative. Mr. Peter Ngwahuru, elected shareholders representative. Mr. Olayemi Olatunde, elected shareholders representative. And Mrs. Otuyonta Akbobeme, elected by the board as a director representative. And Mr. Thompson Owoka, elected by the board as director representative. Okay, thank you. And we move
I second the motion. I hereby second that motion
on
as moved by the chairman. Okay, Sir Boniface. I second the motion, Mr. Chairman.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I second the motion as moved by you, Mr. Chairman.
So who did?
Yes, I second the
AKC,
motion.
you did?
Yes, as moved by you. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. And the motion remained carried. Congratulations, distinguished members of the audit committee. Thank you. Can we proceed to section B under special business, item number 1? Item number 1 under special business of the agenda is to consider and if thought fit, pass the following resolution as ordinary resolution of the company, to approve the remuneration of directors. The remuneration of directors for the year under review have been duly stated in the annual reports and accounts for your review. Section 293, subsection 1 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act, Cap C 20, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2020, requires that the remuneration of the directors shall from time to time be determined by the company in a general meeting, and such remuneration shall be deemed to accrue from day to day. I hereby move that the directors be authorized to fix their remuneration in respect of the year ending December 31st,
Observation, Chairman. Observation, Chairman. Observation.
Can I have
Chairman,
someone second this motion?
Observation, Chairman.
What's the observation?
Observation, Chairman. Can you take my observation? Thank you very much. Well, Chairman, you are involved in this, and you cannot be a judge in your court. So I will suggest that the MD take up this. You cannot move it. You cannot move it, Chairman. So let the MD, my name is Ibekwe Robert Adenoba, and that is what should be. It's either you are allowing somebody to move that motion or you want the MD to handle it. Please.
The MD to raise the motion. Yeah, okay. We don't.
Okay. All right. Distinguished shareholders, having been empowered to act in this capacity, on behalf of the chairman, I hereby move that the directors be authorized to fix their remuneration in respect of the year ending December 31st, 2025. Please, can anyone second this motion?
I, Femi Oduemi, second that motion.
Ibekwe Robert.
I, Femi Oduemi, second that motion.
Second that motion. That is my motion. Ibekwe Robert Adenoba, that is my motion. I second it, please, right. Chairman, interim chairman.
Ibekwe,
that is my motion.
By carried. So secondly, I hereby put this motion to a vote by poll and direct the registrars to conduct the voting session accordingly.
Thank you, Mr. Acting Chairman. For this vote to fix the remuneration of the directors, distinguished shareholders kindly proceed and vote in line with your voting decisions. Exercise your right by pressing for if you are for this resolution and press against if you are against the resolution. We have about 50 more seconds left in this exercise already. Please vote if you are for the resolution and vote against if you are against the resolution. In line with your voting decision, This is gradually coming to an end. We have about 25 more seconds to go. We have 15 more seconds. 10 more seconds to go on this resolution to vote. And the voting has come to an end. Distinguished shareholders, for this resolution to approve the remuneration of the directors, we have a total of 7,728,667,340 units of shares, representing 100% of the vote cast, voting in favor of the resolution. There was no vote against. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, in line with the results declared by the registrar, authorizing that the directors be authorized to fix their remuneration, this resolution is hereby approved and carried. And in that regard, I hand over the con back to the chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Acting Chairman, for a job well done. The motion was not against us.
Absolutely not.
Thank you. You did well. All right. So let's proceed to item number 2 under special business of this agenda is to consider and, if thought fit, pass the following resolution as an ordinary resolution of the company, that pursuant to Rule 20.8 of the Rule Book of the Nigerian Stock Exchange 2015, issuers rules general mandate be and is hereby given to the company, authorizing the company during the 2020 financial year and up to the date of the next annual general meeting to enter into recurrent transactions with related parties of the company's day-to-day operations, including the procurement of goods and services on normal commercial terms consistent with the company's transfer pricing policy. All transactions falling under this category, which were earlier entered into in 2025 prior to the date of this meeting, are hereby ratified. Can I have someone second this motion?
Olagoke Samson Olusegun, second that motion. Pastor Olagoke Samson Olusegun, second that motion, my chairman.
Motion to a vote by poll and direct the registrars to conduct the voting session.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For this resolution, distinguished shareholders, only proxies of non-related parties will be eligible to vote on this resolution. The non-related parties proxies are 127 proxies with a total of 1,080,573 units of shares, and shall be adding the votes from the shareholders present to arrive at the final results. And this process is on already. The shareholders kindly proceed and vote. We have just about 20 seconds left for this vote for the general mandate. Seven more seconds left. 2, 1, and the voting has come to an end. Distinguished shareholders, we have 1,271,297 units of shares, representing 92.66% voted in favor of this resolution. And we had 100,641 units of shares voted against this resolution, representing about 7.34% of the votes against. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Registrar. That resolution has been carried. Chiefs, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the proceedings of this meeting. I'd like to thank you on behalf of the board for attending the meeting and for showing such interest in your company's affairs. I hereby declare the meeting formally closed.